Travel restrictions placed on Sri Lanka by one of its biggest tourism markets, the United Kingdom, are set to be lifted in mere days. On Wednesday, the 22nd of this month, the UK government will be taking Sri Lanka off its red list, which officials say is a sign of the improving ground situation in terms of COVID cases and deaths. The UK move follows a similar relaxation of restrictions announced by the United Arab Emirates as well. The UK government is currently in the process of reviewing its red list before it migrates to a new system of rankings. Other countries that will be removed from the list include Turkey, Pakistan, Maldives, Egypt, Oman, Bangladesh and Kenya. Under the new system, destinations will be ranked as low or high risk instead of red, amber and green. Meanwhile, in what could be an indication of a possible resurgence in British holiday travel, the UK has also come up with a plan to implement a more simplified system for air travel in light of the success of its domestic vaccine rollout. The UK so far has fully immunized 65% of its total population. As per the new plan, testing requirements for eligible fully vaccinated travellers will be reduced with no need for pre-departure COVID-19 tests when travelling into England from Monday the 4th of October. Further, testing of unvaccinated passengers from non-red list countries will include pre-departure tests and PCR tests taken on the 2nd and 8th days of their stays. Speaking to First at 9 on the new development, Director General of the Sri Lanka Tourism Development Board, Dhammika Vijayasinghe, expressed delight that Sri Lanka is now out of UK's red list. She also revealed that this will allow the SLTDA to commence tourism promotions targeting countries willing to resume air operations in Sri Lanka.
We are very happy that UK, which is one of our biggest markets, have removed restrictions on Sri Lanka. There are several countries, several new airlines that have expressed their willingness to operate to Sri Lanka. With that now, Sri Lanka will be conducting some promotions in those countries next month, especially in France and UK. Hopefully with the new guidelines that help might issue, we will be in a better position, and with the current situation in the country, the declining of case numbers and mortality, I think Sri Lanka is in a better position to promote our country for tourism.
Vijayasinghe also expressed hope that considering the success of Sri Lanka's own vaccination drive, restrictions will be gradually relaxed enough to pave the way to opening up the country for inbound tourism.
Health authorities have informed us that they will have a discussion with the standing committee to review the guidelines and the risk status of various other countries and the variants in those countries to decide on the opening of tourism and relaxation of the guidelines. We are hopeful that they will go through the vaccination status in our country and relax the guidelines in the next few days.
Meanwhile, Japan has allowed re-entry to returnees from 6 countries including Sri Lanka and India, which were previously blacklisted due to the rampant spread of the Delta variant. Japan's quarantine policy also prohibited entry for vaccinated travellers of the blacklisted countries as well as those with a valid resident status in Japan. With effect from Monday the 20th of this month, the end of the entry ban for the 6 countries is part of a major revision of Japan's quarantine policy, in which they introduced a 3-day mandatory stay in government-designated facilities for travellers from more than 40 countries. Travellers coming from rest of the countries and regions are still required to self-isolate after entering Japan.
Pocket ticket fit when a new Axe ticket perfume.